Hello everyone, this is Dreaded Corpse again, bringing you another video tutorial. This video tutorial is how to install Clan Roster. This module is created by the guys over at clanthemes.co.uk. Um, a very nice module, uh, definitely worth every little bit of it. This video tutorial is created by me at headshotdomain.net. That is my website. If you have any suggestions for a video tutorial or have any questions about my video tutorial, you can ask over at clanthemes.co.uk or you can come over and post at headshotdomain.net. Over at my site, I do have a section for video tutorials, well, tutorials in general. If you have any questions or would like to have one made up, please post over there and I'll see what I can do. Donations are also asked of, not required, but asked of. It just goes to help support these video tutorials for server space, bandwidth, everything. So if you want to donate and help out for a good cause, then you're more than welcome to. We just ask of it, but it's not definitely not required. So let's get started today. Today what you want to do is go over to Clan Themes and download the file. As you can see, I've already been in here. I have it in my purchases. As you can see right here, Clan Roster 2.0. And you come over and click on the full installation and download that. Once you have that on your site, let's minimize this because we're going to be coming back here to for the license. So let's just minimize that for now. And let me minimize this. And we will open up the file, the zip file, and just move the folder to your desktop. As you can see, let me move that over here. I have it right here. And if you're curious on why I keep moving things over to my right or having my mouse go over here, I am running a dual monitor setup, so I can easily access. If you notice, if you're going to mention I have a lot of files and that, and my desktop's slightly messy, it's just because I'm working on a bunch of projects at one time, so it's a little hard for me to keep putting them in folders and opening them, closing them, so I just throw them on my desktop so I can have easy access, and when I'm done with them, package them up or delete them. So um, I don't want to hear any wisecracks. I know I'm going to get them anyways. Uh, I do recommend a couple of programs. Well, two programs to be exact. One program is Notepad++. Um, Here, let me see if I can find that real quick for you. Um, I suggest doing like a ask.com search. We just type in Notepad++, and just here it is right here at the top of the list. It's the URL is showing Notepad dash plus dot sourceforge.net. So let's just click that link, and it's a little bit different from that, but here it is right here, and all you would do is download it. Just come to the downloads, and it's right here. I have mentioned it in a couple another video of mine, maybe two, to have it. Another program that I'm going to suggest, if you don't have one already, is that FTP program. It's another free program. It's called FileZilla. And again, it's another SourceForge place. You can download it from here. You can get it from Snapfile. There's a lot of places that have it. Uh, but there's a lot of places that have it, and it's definitely well worth downloading. Here's their website. It's filezilla-project.org, and you just download the file and use it. It's another free FTP program, well worth using. So let's close this out for now, and let's open up the folder. And I already have it opened up right here. Oops, I just closed it. Let me drag this back over. And you'll notice that there's two folders and two files in here. One file is called readme.txt, and the other one's called changes.txt. And then you have a contrib folder and an HTML folder. First thing I recommend doing before anything else is open up the README. I already have that opened up, and I did part the section that we're going to be using. What you would do is you would come down and search, and this one says upgrade instructions for 2.0 to 2.01. Upgrade instructions, and right here, which this gap is not normally here, I added in so I can easily show you guys. It says first time installation and upgrade instructions. I always recommend reading the README first, so let's take a quick look over it before we do anything on the site. And let's start with step one. Step one, it says open modules / clan roster / lib / constants.php and change the DNS underscore string info. You will also find many more options towards the bottom. Well, what they mean by the DNS string is that's going to be for your database. That's your database information. So we'll get to that shortly. Let's read step 2. Step 2 says upload all the contents of your HTML folder to your nuke root. Okay, so after we did that and we save it, what we will do is go to step 2 and upload all the files. And step 3, it says you will need to chmod the following file folders to 777. Well, since in another video tutorial I showed you how chmod, it should be pretty easy, but I'll definitely go over again. But let's quickly look at them. As we can see right here, they're all in the modules and clan rosters. Let's quickly look. App, and this one's templates underscore C. Since there's no file extension after it, we do know it's going to be a folder, even though it said that it's going to be the following folders. I have found sometimes they throw in the file. So the first 2, 4, 5 files here are all in app, and the 6th one is not. What I'll do is, since I see this one has nothing after it, I'll actually chmod this one first, and then I'll finish these ones. And they seem, going through all of them, they seem to be all the same, except this one right here is actually a subfolder inside the subfolder. So I'll know that I'll have to chmod this thumbs folder after that. So let's read step 4. Step 4 here says run the installation script. Go to your site, /modules, /clan roster, /installer.php. Then step 5 says delete the installation folder and install folder. That's simple enough. So let's get started with step 1, since we've already gone through all the other steps. I will be taking a little pause right here, so I'll give you time to pause the video and upload all your files, and then once you have all your files uploaded, then you can unpause the video and we can proceed. So let's read step 1. Do step 1. It says open modules, clan roster, lib, and constants.php. Okay, so what I would do is come over here, go to HTML, modules, clan roster, and then what I want to find is the folder lib, and here it is, constants.php. Open up that file. Today I'm going to be using a program I use, which is called Macromedia Dreamweaver 8. You can use Notepad, you can use WordPad, you can use Notepad++. I recommend Notepad++, or if you can get your hands on Macromedia Dreamweaver 8, then I recommend using them because, as you can see, it's color-coded, so it makes it easier to see what you want to alter. So one thing it does need is your database information. So what I do recommend is opening up your FTP program. Let's minimize this and the README. Let's minimize that. And let's minimize the folder because we're not going to need it right now. And let's open up to our nuke root, which is also known as public HTML. And inside here, let me get over to here. I'm gonna close that. It's also www. Doesn't really matter which version you go to. It's either www or public HTML. So let's do the public HTML. And let me close that so it's not expanded. And come down here. And what we want to look for is our config.php. All Nuke has it. It's going to contain your database information. So what I do is I just drag and drop the file. As you can see right here, I already did that. So now, since we have that, I'll just move this over here and come back and open up the README and open up my editor. Well, I changed my database information just for security purposes, but I'll show you anyways. Right here, it says for database username, we have to put in our database username right in here. So what you want to do is come to your config and find it. But as you can see on mine, I don't have that. It doesn't say DB username, but right here it says DB name. DB name and DB username is the same thing. So just remember U or user, it's the same thing. So what I want to do is highlight this, right click, and copy this. And let's open up our constants, and I would just paste this in. And I would do the same thing for the password and the name. As you can see, here's a pass. I would right click on that, highlight it, and copy it. Some people I've noticed have done this on a couple other sites where I've fixed them, where people have mistaken this. I guess by what my past experience, I guess it is easy to get this mistaken. Uh, I've noticed some people take the DBU name, highlight it, copy it, and they'll put it in as the database name. Get that a little confused. They'll put it right here. The thing is, you have to remember the database name is the name of the database itself, uh, where it's going to be storing all the information. The database username is the user that you allow access to your database, which you set that up inside your database section. Uh, so let's move on with that because once you have that all set, what you do is just save the file, and you can get to down here, change that later on. That's all going to be a personal, uh, like personal preference. So I'll let you guys edit that as you want, but you want to do that after you have this all set up. So let's quickly move to the next step. So let's minimize this since we have that all saved. And it says upload all the contents of the HTML folder to your new root folder. So let's open up the HTML folder, and as you can see right here, we just double click on that. There's 3 files in here. What you want to do is just come over here on anywhere on the white. You can even do it down here. Hold left click and just drag it up so you cover up all the files that we're going to be using today, and release. And as you can see, the files are different colors and the names are highlighted. What we want to do is open up our FTP, and let me just drag this back over, and make sure you're inside the root folder, which I am. I know, like with this FTP program, if I drag them over and put it over a folder, it's just going to upload into that folder. So what you want to do is just bring this down so we're over a file instead. And just let me minimize that real quick and bring up that HTML. And you can just drag and drop it over any of these files. Or what you can do is up here where you can select which folder you want to be in, just drop it in the public HTML. It doesn't matter either way. It will work both ways. This way it's just easier to remember and less likely to accidentally release in the wrong area. Since I already have all the files already uploaded, why don't you take a few minutes and upload the files. Uh, I'm going to take a quick little pause break and allow you to do that and catch up with us. And just unpause this video as soon as you're done. So please pause video now. Okay, now we have all the files uploaded. Let's get started with the next step. So let's come back to the README. And it asks us to chmod the following folders. So let's open up our, go back to our FTP program. And what we want to do is go to the folder that it's asking us, which is inside the modules, and it's inside the folder clan roster. So let's come down to here, and let's find modules. And here it is. And let's just double click on clan roster. So I'll just click on clan roster here. And if you remember, a few minutes ago, I said I want to hit this template C first before I went on to anything else. So I'll come in here and find that folder template C. And what I'll do is right click on it, come to file attributes. And as you can see, it's already 777. That's because I've already did that. And what you do is just put in, if it says like 765 or 666 or 555, just change it to 777 and click OK. And you'll see this move and it will say that it's already changed the directory, so it's correct. Now we notice that the next 5 files that we have to edit are in app roster public images folder. So let's go there. We now enter into app roster public images, and here are the folders, all but one. This one, you notice that it's requiring the subfolder inside it, but it also says the main folder. So what we'll do is start with games. That's the first one at the top of the list. File attributes 777. Okay, and do the same for the next ones here. It's all just right clicking, file attributes, and change it to 777. Once we have from games, members, ranks, and ribbons, we'll click on members and open that. And you'll notice the subdirectory thumbs is inside here. So again, right click on it, file attributes, change it to 777, and just click OK. Since we're done with that, let me just move that over here. Okay, now the next step here, step 4, says run the installation script. Okay, so what I want to do is I find it easier just to go to my site, which will be headshotdomain.com or .net, doesn't matter. I have both. And I just highlight this and copy it. And what I'll do is open up to my site and just right click and paste it right up there and hit enter. And it will bring us to this page, as you can see, and installation page. Well, we want to install this, so it says thank you for purchasing Clan Roster from clanthemes.co.uk. The script will generate the necessary data to create the license for your installation. Only run this file on the server that the Clan Roster will be installed on. Please press the go button to start. So what we do is you press go, and as you can see, it says please copy everything in red below, including the lines with the dashes. So, and go to the shop purchases and submit. Remember how I told you don't close this out? That's why. So let's highlight everything in red, right click on it, and copy it. Now let's come back here and click on view license. Inside here you'll see input your code below that contained by hitting submit. I just found a spelling error. I'm going to have to bring up. It should be continue. It says contain. Continue. Floppy, you're slipping. Just joking. And what you want to do is right click and just paste your code in there. And what you want to do is then click submit. Once you have a submit, you'll notice now it says save the following read in text, including the lines blah blah blah, as lic data.txt and place in the modules clan roster license. So what we want to do is just highlight all this in red. Right click again and copy. Now let's minimize this. And here, let me delete this just to make it a little bit easier on us. Right click and just you can come up to Notepad accessories. I'm running Windows XP, so if you're running something a little bit different, then just open up Notepad and let me drag this over and just paste it in there so it looks like that. Now what we want to do is file save, and it's going to ask us what do we want to name it as. I'll name it as LICDATA, just to confirm that that's what it's supposed to be named as. It says LICDATA, and it's a text file. So since I know that's correct, and Notepad automatically saves in text format, I just click save, and now I can close this out. And here it is right here, my license data.txt. Now what I want to do is open up my FTP, so let's drag this back over, and let's go to that folder. And we keep going back until we get to here. And we open up the license folder. You'll notice there's just an htaccess file in there. And what I'll do is just drag and drop this in. Now I see it's inside there. I can minimize this. Come back to my install folder. And once I have that in there, up here, it says clan roster install. Click on it. And now it says that there was a database connection found, so I did input my database information right. It says please continue by selecting an option below. What you do is come in, since we're doing a full install, we click on full install and click continue. And it seems like everything was a success here. And as you can see, it doesn't say that no folders or anything were not chmod or anything, so this is a good thing. So be sure to delete this file and the install folder. So now what we do is open up our FTP, and let's go back to clan roster, and here's the install folder, and it says delete it now, so let's delete that and click yes. Now we just come back down here, find the installer.php, right click on it again, and delete it. Since those are deleted and everything, I did want to go over something real quick. It's basically going over all about that IonCube loader. You will need to have this added onto your site if you don't have it already. Here, let me go back all the way to my basic up here. If you see up here, I have a folder called IonCube, and this is in the same level as my public HTML. My host requires me to have the IonCube file there along with inside my public HTML. So as you can see, I have it right here. But another thing you're going to have to do is, here, let me come back to public HTML, is set up Zend extensions inside your php.ini file. Uh, so basically, inside your PHP INI, you should have one already made up. If you don't, you can easily contact your host, and they probably can whip one up for you right away. Uh, and you'll have to add them just after the Zend right here. Uh, I put these up here for demonstration purposes, but they shouldn't be there. But what you would do is up here for Zend, you would put them right underneath, but on top of everything else, it would be Zend extension and then the location of IonCube loader. Um, if you talk to your host, they should be able to help you out getting that installed for you. Some say here's a link, install it yourself, but if you have any problems, contact them. Other sites, they just won't help you, as I found on some of my buddies' sites. My host is very helpful. I did run into a problem when I switched hosts because on my old host, uh, it was pretty simple. All I had to do was have it in the same level as my uh, public HTML folder. But with this new host, it requires something a little bit different, which I've noticed with a couple other sites they're starting to do. So don't be surprised if you will have to do this. And basically, what I'm getting at is you'll have to create a PHP INN file, and once you have that created, in every file or every folder leading up to the folder that's going to be needing the PHP INM file or the IonCube loader to work, you'll have to put your PHP INI with the Zend extensions already in it in each folder. So for me to have it so my index file of my clan roster would work, I would have to have it in my root, and then what I would have to do is put in modules also. So let's come down here. As you can see, I have that PHP INI in there. It's the same one for my root. Just copy it and just put it in there. And then I open up my clan roster folder, and you'll notice I also put it inside here. It's the same file I have on all the other ones. So of course it's going to work because since I have it leading all the way in there for a path. Your server may not require this. My server does. I've noticed my buddy's server, they just started requiring it, and they're starting to say that other servers are going towards it. I've never heard of it. It's new to me. So if they're lying, then don't bite off my head. I've never heard of it before, but I found out by my site if I remove the one from modules, it doesn't work. So I know they have it set up this way. I just don't know about other servers if they're going to be requiring it. So once we have that, let's close this and click enter and go to our site. And what we want to do is go to our admin section. So let's go to our admin, and you'll notice inside here we have clan roster right now, right in here. And if we click this, it should work. And as you can see, it does. So we successfully have added in the clan roster. The way to check to see if everything's gone right, let me minimize this and everything works, is let me open this up real quick. Just want to make sure this is the image I'm looking for. No, it's not. And that's not. That's for a module that I'm working on. This must be it. Yep, this is the file that the image I'm looking for. So let me close this, and that's called COD4 icon.ping. I'll move it out here. Really doesn't matter where it is as long as it's on my desktop. And let's just come up to manage games, and let's add in game title will be Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. game abbreviation is COD4, and the game icon, let's browse. Now we're going to test see if the ch moding of our files worked. And remember the name was COD4 icon.ping, and it's a 24 by 24 image. So I click on that, and let's open it. And let's add game. If everything went right, it should have uploaded, which it did, and everything worked. So as we know, it did right to our into our database, and it did upload the image. And you can do this for all the different ones. Manage rank, like rank will be this great one called server admin. Server admin, and let's add a rank icon. What we're going to do is come to the clan themes over inside the contrib, because they have already a bunch already made up. And let's open up T3 and just upload clan leader. And click open. And actually, let me just change this to clan leader. And click add rank. If everything went right, yep, it added the image and the rank. And you can do that for each one. You can test with members and just check with everything. But as you can see, it's uploading everything, functioning correctly, so everything's going good. Some of you guys may come up, as you can see, I do have an error right here. Pretty well hidden, but it's there. And it's just saying e-warning, and it's never showed up until this module. Well, this module, this error is not actually an error from this module. This module actually will display any errors that your site already has. My error right here is actually not a big deal. It's really not an error at all. It's just it's saying that my MySQL free results is not calling right or not working right. So I can easily just go to that file and on line 443 I can close it out. So that's not a big deal. Uh, everybody's going to have different issues, but it's definitely not a huge issue. But we do know the module is working. So since we're done with that, we're pretty much all set. So thank you for watching another video tutorial. Again, uh, the site that created this, and you can, if you have any questions, you can come visit us over at www.clanthemes.co.uk. There's a dash in between clan and themes. And if you have any questions about this video tutorial, or if you have a suggestion for another video tutorial, please come visit me over at www.headshotdomain.net and or .com. It doesn't matter. And right inside the forums, post your question, and I'll be more than happy to help you out with a video tutorial. We do ask of donation for the video tutorials, and you can always find a full, complete list of my video tutorials right here on my site. I do have video tutorials on multiple things here. As you can see, my first tutorial right here is the network bar. If you're wondering, that's what this thing at the top is. I do have one with flash banners with mouse over, which is basically demonstrated right here with this image. You probably won't hear it, but if you come to my site and put your mouse over it, you'll hear music. I also use it for my signature on my site, but it will only work on Nuke Evolution. But you can have it work on other sites like PHP Nuke or Raven Nuke. You just have to do some modifications and look around for the modifications. There's a couple of places that have it out there, but not many places have it or support it. So Nuke Evolution definitely has it. I do have Nuke Evolution install video tutorials manually and auto install. and I also have a tutorial on how to work with the Evo admin control panel. Here's the FTP video I was talking about, uh, a video on transferring databases, and one on how to set up forum groups and use that. And I always have a list of video programs that I've used inside uh, my tutorials. So as you can see, I do have links to all of them here. Uh, like Flash programs, I only showed the 30-day trial, but in Dreamweaver, same thing. Uh, they will be the CS3 or CS4, not the 8. If you want the 8, just like I used, then you will have to do a search on a torrent for it. But if you don't know how to use a torrent, I wouldn't suggest messing around with it until you read up on it a little bit more. But these programs right here, if you go buy them, can add up quickly. I believe their CS4 suite of Flash, uh, Dreamweaver, and Fireworks, maybe Photoshop also, costs close to $1,500, I believe. I might be wrong. Uh, Not really sure, but it does add up. You can easily break several $1,000s with some programs. So I definitely try suggesting the cheaper or the free programs or alternative ways to acquiring them. So thank you again for watching, and again, love to hear from you. I'm always my website's always open. I visit every day. Well, I try to. I do get pulled away some days, but I definitely will respond to everyone. Please, if you have a video tutorial question or anything, do not write to me in a private message. Just come to my forums and write inside the tutorial section right here. And that's about it. Thank you for watching and enjoy.